Last 25 years at open heart surgery, 3 times and all that kind of stuff. But everything is good because I train every day and I exercise and I watch what I eat.
At 78 years old and after 3 open heart surgeries, Arnold Schwarzenegger still trains every day, stays lean, and feels stronger than most men half his age. But here's the twist. He doesn't follow the typical high-meat bodybuilder diet you'd expect. It sounds crazy, but it's real and it's backed by science. So what are those 8 foods, and how did a man with a broken heart literally build one of the healthiest routines in his 70s? And by the way, food number 8, it's surprisingly simple, but it's Arnold's favorite, and the reason he sleeps better, recovers faster, and still feels young. Let's break it down. 1. Eggs. Arnold's breakfast often starts simple and powerful. They're not trendy, not exotic, but they've been his go-to since the golden era of bodybuilding. Each egg delivers a complete source of protein, packed with all 9 essential amino acids, the exact building blocks your muscles crave. But there's more. Eggs also contain choline, a nutrient crucial for brain health and focus, something Arnold values as much as physical strength. And despite what outdated advice might say, dietary cholesterol from eggs has no harmful effect on heart health for most people. So even after 3 heart surgeries, Arnold hasn't cut them out. He's just more intentional about how they fit into his routine. Because for him, eggs aren't just food, they're fuel for longevity. 2. Salmon. After cutting back on red meat, one protein stayed a regular part of Arnold's plate: salmon. Why? Because it's more than just lean protein. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart health, reduce inflammation, and even improve brain function, which is a critical factor for someone recovering from multiple heart surgeries. Arnold once shared, "I like eating light in the evenings. Sometimes it's soup, sometimes it's salmon or chicken. The choice isn't random. Salmon gives him strength without heaviness and supports the systems that matter most as he ages. Plus, unlike heavily processed foods, salmon is a whole food his grandparents would recognize, a core rule in Arnold's longevity approach. At 78, he doesn't just train smart, he eats smart, and salmon plays a starring role in that routine. 3. Chicken.
For protein, my staples are eggs, salmon, and chicken.
When it comes to staying lean and building strength, chicken remains one of Arnold's most consistent staples. It's packed with high-quality protein, low in fat, and incredibly versatile, making it perfect for someone who prefers a routine-based, no-nonsense diet. Arnold doesn't complicate things. In his own words, "The key to my diet is being pretty boring." That's why chicken shows up often, especially in his salads at lunch or scrambled into an omelet when he wants something warm. While many obsess over trendy superfoods, Arnold sticks with the classics that work. Because boring isn't bad. Boring is what keeps him in shape even after 3 heart surgeries and 5 decades in the gym. 4. Veggie burgers. This might surprise you. Arnold, the poster boy of steak and muscle, now regularly eats veggie burgers made with lentils and beans.
For lunch, I always have a salad, sometimes with a plant-based burger.
Not because he's gone vegan, but because he's discovered a smarter way to fuel his body with plant-based protein without sacrificing strength. He said it clearly. "I'm not fully vegan. I just eat about 80% less meat than I used to."
To be clear, I'm not fully vegan. I just eat about 80% less meat than I used to.
Lentils and beans are rich in fiber, iron, and complex carbs, everything the body needs to recover and build strength without clogging the system. And here's the kicker. Research shows that when plant-based diets are high in total protein, they build just as much muscle as meat-based diets. So Arnold's veggie burgers aren't just ethical, they're effective. And in his routine, they've earned their spot. 5. Chickpeas. Every night, Arnold ends his day with one thing: soup. And inside that soup, chickpeas.
For dinner, I always have soup. I like to eat light for my last meal.
These humble legumes are more than just filler. Chickpeas are packed with plant protein, slow-digesting carbs, and a powerful dose of fiber, the kind that keeps blood sugar stable and hunger in check. For someone focused on recovery and heart health, they're a perfect match. Arnold keeps it simple. For dinner, I always have soup. I like to eat light for my last meal. That routine doesn't just help him sleep better, it helps him stay lean without counting calories. And by making chickpeas a daily staple, Arnold proves that aging strong isn't about doing more, it's about choosing better. 6. Pea protein powder. Even with a solid food routine, Arnold still uses supplements, but only the ones he trusts. His go-to? Pea protein powder. Specifically, he uses the Ladder Plant Protein brand.
I also use my Ladder Plant protein powder that's powered by pea protein.
Arnold doesn't rely on shakes to replace meals, but when life gets busy, or he needs to hit his 150-gram daily protein goal, this shake fills the gap. His mindset is clear. Whether you eat meat or plants, if you want to build muscle and strength, just make sure you eat enough protein.
From a nutrition standpoint, if you want to build muscle and strength, then make sure you eat enough protein.
7. Greek yogurt with granola. After his morning workout, Arnold often chooses something simple, balanced, and satisfying. Greek yogurt topped with granola. This combo delivers a double punch. Protein to rebuild muscle, probiotics to support gut health and digestion. It's a smart move, especially for someone who's focused on longevity, recovery, and inflammation control. Arnold's not chasing trends, he's sticking with proven fundamentals. And Greek yogurt is one of them. He's shared, "In the morning after my workout, I usually have oatmeal or Greek yogurt with granola."
In the morning after my workout, I usually have oatmeal or Greek yogurt with granola.
That routine might sound basic, but it's reliable fuel for a man who's rebuilt his body multiple times, including after 3 open-heart surgeries. 8. Oatmeal. One of Arnold's favorite morning staples is as old school as it gets. Oatmeal.
And now I eat more, like oatmeal.
It's not flashy, but it's packed with slow-digesting carbohydrates, soluble fiber, and key nutrients that support heart health and stable energy, exactly what someone in their late 70s needs to stay sharp and active. Oatmeal also helps lower LDL cholesterol, a critical benefit for anyone who's had heart surgeries. Arnold keeps it simple and consistent. After my workout, I usually have oatmeal or Greek yogurt with granola. No sugar-loaded cereals, no protein pancakes, just a bowl of oats that fuels recovery, regulates appetite, and keeps his body in rhythm. Because at 78, strength isn't about extremes, it's about sustainable habits. Routine, over perfection. Arnold's real secret isn't just what he eats, it's how predictably he eats it. While most people chase trendy diets or overthink every meal, Arnold leans into routine. He once said, "The key to my diet is being pretty boring. Every day, it's the same pattern. Workout in the morning, Greek yogurt or oatmeal afterward, a salad with protein for lunch, soup for dinner, light, clean, consistent. It's not restrictive, it's not extreme, but it works because consistency compounds. Even when he occasionally indulges in a schnitzel or steak, it doesn't derail him. Why? Because the rest of his routine is already locked in, and that's the mindset shift. Sustainable discipline greater than temporary motivation. Being underestimated is a superpower. Arnold's body has been through more than most. Brutal training, surgeries, aging, and still, he keeps going. Why? Because he doesn't just train his body, he's trained his mind. He's said it before. Every time people assumed I was an idiot meathead, their ignorance was an opportunity. Whether it was kids mocking his accent, agents laughing at his Hollywood dreams, or critics doubting his recovery after heart surgery, Arnold never argued back. He just outperformed the expectation. That's the real lesson. Let people laugh. Let them doubt. Let them think you're slowing down. Then go do what they thought you couldn't. Because strength isn't just physical, it's psychological, and Arnold's built both. Arnold doesn't claim to have found the perfect diet. But at 78, after 3 heart surgeries, decades of hard training, and countless critics, he's proven one thing. Simple habits done daily can change everything. These 8 foods, they're not magic. They're just fuel for a man who refuses to slow down. You don't need to eat exactly like Arnold. You don't need to be perfect. But if you take just one thing from his routine, whether it's the eggs, the walk, the mindset, or the boring salad, and you do it every day, you'll already be ahead of 99% of people, because strength isn't about being young. It's about showing up no age.